that out of there. Shoot, go away, go away. Why is this? Okay, I need to tweak things a smidgen. That way? This way? There we go. Alright, hopefully does. Let me turn the ceiling fan off. Nobody wants to hear that noise. Adjust the microphone. There we go. Alright, I need to get one thing set up real quick. I thought I could do all of this from within there, but I can't. So we are just going to go ahead and create a new folder called Timbers. And then we'll go over here and we're going to add a project folder. I don't even see Mindtest listed in here. There we go. Mindtest mods. Can I? Nope, I can't. Okay, well that's useless. Timbers. It will be the most amazing mod ever. That may or may not actually be true. YouTube is not receiving enough data. Oh, sure they're not. We're going to add a new file. Modconf. I'll zoom in on this. Whoa, no. Name equals Timbers. I don't think it's going to have any dependencies, so that should be fine. I don't know if author's actually a valid field, but we'll go ahead and put one in, because why not, right? Yeah, there shouldn't be any dependencies, so we should be fine there. I'm going to go ahead and create another file. init.lua. I'm going to need to create a folder within here, which will be textures. Access permission denied. What? How is permission denied? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, fine. Oh, because I don't need to do the preceding backslash. Okay. And then we also need to do models. Beautiful. Chroma key effect. There's a bit of green haloing right about there. That's the fault of the shop lights I'm using. Yes, I light my studio with shop lights. But yeah, and there's a bit of a green fringe around my head. It's alright. I can't complain too much. Because I didn't pay a whole lot of money. Also, my head keeps getting chopped off. Let me adjust my camera a smidge more. There, that's better. Okay. So what we're going to do today is this sort of ish. If any of I should be looking like I'm trying to look at the picture above me. So the plan is to make, this is something I've wanted to do for a while actually, to make timbers in Mindtest, and I'll just hopefully use some of these textures from like this. This is a picture I took many years ago, so it's kind of super terrible quality, but it doesn't matter because the texture is going to be reduced down to a 32 pixel resolution, so it should be fine. I'm just hoping there's a big enough, straight enough chunk in here that I can actually use, which I don't know. And this, unfortunately, is the only picture I have of this. But we'll see what we can do. And the plan is to make timbers. So what I have found is, actually let's go ahead and launch Mindtest so I can talk about the issue I have had. It's not really an issue per se, but I've wanted to do things and I can't do them with the mod. I believe it's not columns or something. I don't recall. I believe this is the one, columna? Whatever, let's, creative's enabled, perfect, okay. So let's see if this is the one I'm thinking of. Yep, this is the one. So I have long wanted to be able to do things and have been unable to because of the non-existence of specific things. So like you've got the column mod here, which they place the opposite direction of what I would expect them to. Okay, I mean that's fine, it doesn't matter. And they place on the top of something, but say you want to place it on the wall to do like a mantle on top of a fireplace. Well, you can't because there's a space between them, which is kind of annoying because that's not what I want. And if you want to do pillars going upright that exist someplace, where is it? Here we go. If you want to do pillars going upright, you know, obviously these also don't line up to the wall. There's a space between them. Also, just a minor complaint here. You would never have a timber with grain that runs this direction. Like, where would you find a tree that was tall enough? Because the grain runs up and down in a tree. I expect most people realize this. So this would mean that this pillar came from a tree that was laying on its side. You know, a 6-meter wide tree. But anyways, yeah, so I've wanted to do this for a very long time, and I've just never gotten around to it because things, I guess. So I'm not really 100% sure about crafting on it yet. That will probably come at a later date. The plan is to use it initially for Trader because we don't need any craft recipes in there, and then I'll probably do a station in Epic, so it'll be available on both. But I think we can start by doing this. This is going to be called Timbers. I should really think up of some kind of a clever naming system that will make sense to use, but I'm too stupid to do that, so we'll just go with not clever systems for right now. We can always change it later, or I can change. I don't know. I'm saying we as if anybody else is doing this. This is not real. So the picture's all black. Looks good on my end. I need 256 and downsample to 32 and 16. I just do my textures for my servers in 32 pixel resolution per node. I find that I can't get enough detail in 16 pixel. So, yeah. I don't do that. I know it probably just completely annoy some people to no end because it's too high quality or something, but make your own textures in, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, I don't know what to call this. I guess we'll just call it first, because as I proceed on, I'll maybe get some better name ideas of stuff. Oh, good, image is working again. So we are going to have a description. We'll see how much of this I can get done without having to cheat and look at another node registration. And this will just be single timber, I suppose, because why not? Draw type equals mesh. I think that's got to be inside quotes. Then the mesh equals, I guess we're going to call it timbers underscore first.obj. This mesh doesn't actually exist yet, so we'll have to create that. We also need textures, which I believe need to be put into a table, but I could be wrong on that. I don't know. Yes, please, let's fix this. And we will just do timbers underscore. I kind of think I'm going to use the same texture for all of them, if possible. So we'll just call it timbers wood.png, because why not? We would have sounds, but I don't have sounds. Collision boxes and selection boxes will want as well, but I'm not going to make one of those before I even have a mesh put together. That would be interesting. Although I suppose using node boxes it would be the same thing then, but we're not using node boxes. I think that's actually all I need, with obviously the exception that we don't actually have a texture existing, or well, yeah, that too. There's no texture and there's no mesh yet, but we will get to those as soon as let's see if this works. Timbers. Mesh not found. Okay. No big deal. There is a single timber. Okay, so did that from memory. Not too bad. Actually, I don't need this. Now I need to go into Blender. I'm gonna go ahead and use the stable. I think maybe something's broke. It says Blender, but it says Blender doesn't exist. This is the fault of OBS. Let me fix that if I can figure out where. Here we go. There we are. Oh, and I need to change the UI scaling as well. I need to remember where to find that. I believe that's preferences, interface, resolution scale. Yeah, okay. And we'll put this up to, I don't know, 1.3. Let's do 1.4. That's still workable for me, and I expect that should be more or less readable on stream. It's possible to downsample. Oh, yes, I can definitely get the texture smaller. Okay, I'm not sure why it's going black again. I'm not seeing any issues on my end from OBS other than the picture not existing, but my face is still there. So, yeah, I'm not sure what's happening. Maybe YouTube's just being stupid today. We're going to start with the cube, because we always start with the cube. We'll scale it down to half so it's the size of one node. Switch into wireframe. Face selection. I should turn screencast keys on as well. Where is that? Here we go. Screencast keys. Oh, there we go. All right, sure, that works. So we're going to start with a basic vertical timber. Let me make sure I have this set. I should, yep. All right, so I'm just going to make this a basic, what would this be? Quarter node. Just like so. And this one we're actually going to do in the middle because, well, we do need one that will be the middle. I'll keep the tops and bottoms on it. Yeah, I think so. Because you might want to use these for something that you would want a top and bottom on it. Just do a simple selection to unwrap it. Go ahead and mark the seams. Unwrap it. UV editing. I don't even see anything here. What? There we go. Okay, now I have a new add-on that I've discovered. I'm not very good at it though. Let me try to remember how to do this. So if this is, it's 4/16, so that's 1/4. So it could be unwrapped into a 32 by 32 resolution image. So I'm going to start with that, but we'll change it later because I want to use the same image for all of the things. Let me just jump over here and throw a texture on that right quick. We'll just use our image that I just created, which will be this, and we'll change this to closest, change to material preview. So I don't know how well you can actually see any of that on screen, but the texture is obviously very squished and stuff. And using this text tools add-on, you can what? That's not what I wanted at all. You can do some magical. Okay, first off, that's not even close to being right. There we go. Okay, now we can do some magical. And it'll make the stuff line up right, except that is completely not right. What did I do wrong? Oh, no, wait, that is right. Never mind. I'm just an idiot. That is right. So it has all kinds of tools and options. The only ones I've ever actually used that I understand anything of is this small section here. And the reason I found this actually, so I've been doing a lot of freelance work for some guys, and it's this style of art, you know, so very cubic, low poly, and they want their textures all pixel perfect. And it takes a long time to do that when it's a complicated mesh. And I've been getting paid for it, so I thought, well, let me invest some of that money into my workflow so I can speed up the production of the textures. And I discovered this Text Tools add-on, which is actually free. So it was like the ultimate good or something. I don't know where I'm going with that. I've just learned about it, and I want to, in case you find yourself in the same boat and you're trying to do textures and you don't know what you're doing, it might save you some time. And I'm going to actually do this. I think this will work better. So I'm going to grab the two ends and I'll just pull those out. Then I'll grab all of this, line it up more or less right, and then to fix it, I'll just go UV snap to pixels corner. Actually, I just want to select these. G on the keyboard to move, enter to accept. I don't know why I don't have screencast keys anymore. They seem to be workspace dependent. Nope. Okay, I don't know. Maybe screencast keys aren't available when you're in the UV. Very, very interesting. Yeah, why is that? Okay, I don't know. But yeah, it's working more or less now. Do I want to rotate this? Good question. No, I think actually I want to leave this as is. Would it make more sense for the texture to be running lengthwise or crosswise? Up and down, horizontal, vertical would be a better way of explaining than crosswise or whatever. All right, well, I'm just going to leave it like that for right now. We're going to go ahead and create this lovely texture. So I'm going to sample from a few portions of this image. Now, unfortunately, there's a lot of area that's no good to me because of peoples that were in the image that I blacked out beforehand. Wouldn't want to, give away anybody's identity. I think I can grab a chunk like so. I'm just going to go ahead and copy this. Then I'm actually going to create a new image. I'm going to go with 128 by 128 just to make sure I have resolution available for higher resolution images. And we're going to edit, paste as new layer. I feel like there should be a new, there should be a way to do that with the keyboard control, but if there is, I don't know it. That's obviously quite a bit larger than we actually want. So I'm going to go ahead and scale this. Oh, hold up a second. It's raining. I need to go close some windows. I'll be BRB. And we're back. Just had to close the windows on the truck. Didn't need the inside of that getting soaked like I did a couple days ago. Oops. Okay, back to things. Let's scale this down. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and scale it down. Now 128. Maybe I'll scale it up to 16 just so I have a better number to play with. Yeah, that looks super timbery. Let me zoom in on that. Yeah, that looks like a... why is it showing like this one pixel that's not existent? Because that's going to make this actually only 15. Nope, it is 16. Okay, well, I don't... Beats me. I might have enough material to grab one out of here. Let's hope. I can copy that with Control C. Paste as a new layer. It's quite large. Ooh, I do not want to do that. That's the wrong button. I like to scale this down. 16 pixels high, please. That's only gonna be 85 wide, though. We're gonna do it anyways. And it's gone. And it's back. And it's... Why do all of these have one extra blue? I'm confused. It should be alright, though. It came out the right size. I don't know. Also, why do I have a blue background on this? There we go. That's a little better. Let's carry on. So that wasn't really large enough. So, yeah, I won't grab another from there, but we'll grab one from up here because this should definitely give me some good material. Although there is some goofy something going on down there. I don't know. Blame the houses that were built in the 17 and 1800s, I guess. Yeah, I mean, what you gonna do about it? Like, it's history. You gotta take it with the jank and everything, or don't take it. It's your call, I suppose. 16, please. That'll be 100. That's also not technically long enough. It also disappeared. There it is. Oh no, I just moved my guide. Alright, I need one more and then, hey, this one's actually right. Assuming that my guides are right. Should be 48. Nice. Okay, I need one more and I'll be good because I actually only need till 32 for this particular texture. Although, maybe I should have been a little more selective in how I grabbed textures, because if this is a single beam, the different faces of it probably shouldn't vary quite that much. We'll see how it looks. It might be okay. If not, I can move them around easily enough because they're all individual layers. This one, I feel like if I rotated this image, I could get more out of it. Of course, rotating it might do some janky stuff to the under. Oh, yeah, I don't want to do that. Let's select all and rotate. About there, maybe. I don't know. I'm probably gonna regret this. Whoa. I wanted rectangle. That's not rectangle select. Oh, I know what's happening because everything's selected. I want to select none. That's not an option. Okay. No, I don't want to. I don't want to move this. It's a floating select transform. How do I anchor it? There we go. It's anchored. All right. Let's try that again. Box. There we go. Rectangle select. Make right about there or so. You can go a smidge longer that way too. Hello, Real Gamer and Prescadot? Pescadot? 012? Something like that. Welcome to the stream. It's the place to be. That's probably not true, actually, but so much self-deprecating humor. I know. I should get an award. Also, there's probably a way to... Oh, hey, what do you know? If you hit the M key, you can switch to move mode. That's helpful. I should really learn more of these keyboard shortcuts. And I have a second texture that's actually finally tall enough. That is... or wide enough, whatever. That is great. I'll just tuck these ones right up in here. And we want to save this to not there. I don't think you can see this window anyway, so it doesn't help. But obviously we want to save it to the Timbers mod texture folder. I just have to scroll for like a long time. Also, if it looks like I'm looking totally away, it's because the camera's above the screen that GIMP isn't open on. So yeah, that would be why. Why don't I see it? The Timbers, there we go. And what was I calling this? It was a very clever name, I recall. Timbers wood, wasn't it? As if timbers would be made of anything but wood. I don't know. IDK, bro. All right, now here we can go ahead and open that image. Really, I have to... That's an awful lot of browsing. I don't think you can see what I'm doing here either, though, so... So, yeah, mods... I should have done a name that didn't start with the letter T. Would have saved me an awful lot of scrolling. Timbers. There we go. Textures. Timbers wood PNG. Hey, there we go. Oh, and then I need to update it here as well. Swells. So here we have a very incorrect texture. Hopefully that's relatively tellable. Let me turn off all the spec on this. There we go. That makes it a little more easy to see what's what. I don't think the roughness will matter anymore. Let me get rid of all the sheen tint. Get rid of this clear coat. There's no IOR on it. Let's get rid of all that. Emission doesn't actually do... Oh, because emissions... Okay. Sure, we'll leave it as is. There we go. So you can tell, obviously, the scale of this is all wrong. It should be... I don't know if you can tell where these gray lines are here. Probably can't. But there's 4/16 going across, so we should have 8 pixels on the face of this. And we have quite a bit more than that. So what we can do is go back over here, and I think I just hit this button once more. Yep. And that should have worked, but it didn't. What did I... Oh, no, that's still right. I think I might need to... Wait. 128. This is 32. That should have been 6. Oh, no, it should have been 8. Ah, yes, I'm just an idiot. Of course. How clever of me to be an idiot. Yeah, okay. That looks super timbery. It actually doesn't look great, but that's okay. This is not a amazing quality texture to start with. So I blame that entirely. Also, I probably should adjust the sizes of these, so I'll just boopity boop do that just like so. And that is that. I'll throw these someplace. It doesn't really matter where these go, honestly. I can put them anywhere I feel like. Right there? Sure. That's good enough. Good enough for me. All right. So then we need to go ahead and save this. I should also probably give it a name other than cube.001. I'll call it first because it was the first. Yes, very clever. We will export selection only. You probably can't see this window either. Yes, you can. Super. We can uncheck right materials. I don't know why I'm bothering to tell you any of that because you can't see what I'm doing. Maybe that's why I'm telling you. I don't know. We're going to call this timbers underscore first, obj. So that way, you know, the file that MindTests expects will exist. You know, kind of smart to do that. It looks like we have a issue with the texture, though. A small one, to be sure, but we do have an issue with the texture. Also, it's I forgot to do param type of light. Or is that? I don't remember. I think that's param. Is that supposed to be inside of quotes? Probably. Let's see if that's right. If it is... Oh, it also kind of needs groups, huh? Because right now it's not breakable. And that's also not the right one. No worries. No worries. Easily enough to fix. Groups equals... That I know is a table. I believe breakable by hand equals 1. I know, I'll just do it like that. And then choppy equals 1 as well. Those can be changed later. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and cheat because I don't know what that is. So we'll just take a look here. Oh, I gotta spell out param type. That's why. Param type. There we go. Now, oh, also, what did I call my wood? Timbers wood. Okay. Timberswood.png. Let me just cheat and look at this one. What's tile? Oh, it's tiles, not textures. My bad. Why was I thinking textures? Do entities maybe use a textures field or something? Let's try this again. Okay. There we go. You will notice though that the breaking animation is like super borked because it's a large image being used. It's kind of hard to see the breaking animation because it happens so quickly. But you can see like that top corner gets a little darker. But okay, that's good enough. Also, we can tell they obviously don't align, but that won't be an issue due to things. Because we'll make a different one. Maybe this should be. I definitely need to come up with a better naming system, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. We'll just go ahead and put a comment block in so I can put some notes so I can remember my naming systems here. So we'll do, should I call it column? It should be something not too stupid. Column 1. So we do, but then what would I call a bar on the wall, and there needs to be an offset and centered. There's so many different options I need. What about inside corners? I need a corner as well. Let's actually go ahead and do that first before I try to figure out the naming system. So there's gonna be a handful of these things here. We have centered. That's already there. And that will always be centered, so that works. A corner will work for any corner because you just rotate it around, so that won't be a problem. Then we need that type of a centered, which can also rotate. So actually if I select, if I select all of these, I should be able to rotate them in 90. What in the? Try that again. Rotate in 90 degrees. Oh. Let's also change the center to the 3D cursor. So when I rotate in 90 degrees, it actually works. That went a little crazy. Didn't do what I wanted, but so you can see that this will give us everything we need in these 3 nodes. So that, and then if there's this, and then there's a version that's 2 nodes tall. I don't think I can do 3 nodes tall. Can I? I feel like a collision box is only really works. I think it works to 2.5, I believe. So doing 3 nodes tall, I would get to some janky things with collision boxes. And this, my friends, is how I'm going to not have the texture not matching up issue, because it'll be a longer one. Theoretically, when you place it on top, it'll automatically switch to the taller version of the node. That'll require some back-end stuff to make sure that there's an invisible node being placed in that area so that you can't place another node inside of it. Although maybe that wouldn't be a big deal. I don't know. But for right now, this is going to be the 3 we have. And this should be the only 3 locations. So these need some sort of a system for the names. So let's start with a good old matrix here with some dots. You know, that probably won't help at all. That would be more confusing than it'd be helpful. So we have, let's do wall center, wall edge. I don't know where in corner came from, but okay. And then we would have just normal center. Now, I wonder though, whoops, because we also want this then for running up against the wall, right? Or not running up against the wall, for running crosswise. So we would need this as well. And that again should cover all possibilities, because this can also become this and this and this. So this can become this, this, and this. And the center is always the center. So there's nothing that we need to worry about there. You know what? Maybe actually a better system. Yeah, we're just gonna roll with it. And then so those are our subcategories. Then our main categories are going to be I guess horizontal and vertical. Wow. No, I think it is AL, vertical, I believe. Good thing there's not spell check here. I think there actually is spell check here. Correct spelling, Control Shift, semicolon. Good. I think that means I spelt it right, because it's not squiggled under with red. Although, maybe not, because that should be squiggled under with red then. Alright, well, we're gonna hope that's right. It won't be words facing anywhere, so it doesn't matter if it's not, I suppose. So then this one that we created is running vertical. So I guess a V underscore, we'll do underscores between them. And this is center, and then underscore 1, because it's 1 node tall. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. We'll find out once I get like a dozen more done, and it's like, oh wait, this is a really stupid system to use. Let me change it up tons. The one dud is digging it. Cool. You should really be chopping it though, because it's wood. I'm so funny. I just crack myself up. I might want to change this name, but that can be changed later and it won't break anything, so we're good with that. And hello to Anna. Okay, so if C is center, I should maybe say what these things here are, because right now, wow, putting a list of different shapes up is really no good if I don't know what they mean. So a WC, we, and just C, would that make sense? Is that going to come back to bite me later? Do I need these to be spaced out or anything? Just for code clarity? Would it help if I'm adding things on? I don't think that should matter, but you know what? I don't know. So rather than do a whole bunch and then find out I need to change all of them, I'm just going to do CE so they're all 2 letters. And then if I need to do G sub on it, the lengths will all be the same. And I won't have to do any goofy edge case, crazy looking for underscores. I can just pick characters in the string. So we'll do that. This one would be... Oh. Well... So... Wall. I mean, I guess it is technically always the wall, regardless of which direction it's running. Would you ever want a beam running horizontally that's not up against the wall? I could see there being a reason for that, so we'll leave it. So I guess we'll do wall center next. So that's actually super easy. Literally all we have to do is take this one mesh that already exists. We should probably go ahead and change these two now, which I should change them to the same naming system I'm using in Mindtest so that it makes sense. So this would be... Oh wait, no, this is all wrong. First, let's fix the rotation on these. Alt R just clears rotation real quick. I don't know exactly what was going on there. I should have put it to the corner, not to wherever I put it, but that's fine. Okay, so this would be vertical underscore center underscore 1. And this would be vertical. Yes, I know, it's supposed to be CE. Oops. No, actually this would be WC. I'm telling you, man, these naming systems are going to kill me. Okay, CE for center. That should have still been a V. I'm just going to do these all in lowercase. That'll be more nice to look at. V underscore, and then this would be wall corner. Or no, it's C. Wall edge. Yes. Okay. These naming systems, man, they're gonna kill me. I'm just gonna save this file real quick someplace, just so you know, if Blender up and crashes, I don't lose all this hard work. Because making 3 little stumps it's hard work, man. It's a rough life. I also suppose I should probably go ahead and rename that first one I made, or I could just re-export it. What difference does it make? So then this is going to be timbers underscore vertical underscore center underscore 1. Not confusing at all. I'm not confused. This is the most logical and sensible naming system ever invented or devised. I think that was wall center I was selected on. I honestly don't remember. Yeah. And this is wall edge. Okay. This is kind of coming together. It's becoming slightly less confusing. Repetition, my friends, is what leads to memory or something. Now, I could probably actually register all of this stuff with a function, seeing as how it's all staying the exact same with the exception of obviously the mesh changing around, but that's fine. We'll leave it as is for right now. So then this should be WC and this should be WE for edge. These actually all are going to need a param. Well, the center doesn't, but the other ones do. Param type 2 equals faster. Yes. Although I will probably change it to a color faster later, so you can adjust the. Oh, you know what? That should be inside of quotes. So you can adjust the shade of the wood, because I just love customization. Wow, customability. Yeah, customization so much. Okay, so now if we look for timber, hey, we have a bunch of single timbers and they all have the same name. I should probably change that. That also places on the wrong corner, so that's slightly irksome, but not a huge deal. It's fixable. but just to test this out, I should be able to place the 4 of those. Oh, I'm stuck because of a leaf. There we go. You know what? That's actually perfect. So let's go ahead and put the leaf right in the middle. There we go. See, now we got wooden beams running up against that, which is hunky-dory. This corner one's going to be a little more complicated. Do I want to be looking this way? Oh, hey, that was right. So it's running in the corner like that. But yeah, it really should be rotated around 180 degrees, as should this one. No big deal, no big deal. I can easily change that. So we'll just go ahead into object mode. Technically, I think I could do this without being in object mode, but I like to actually change the mesh, not just the origin on it. I don't know if it makes any difference. And that is wall corner. No, wall edge. I'm going to end up screwing this up at some point. Because yeah, this was... I mean, it's... No matter what, it's going to confuse somebody, right? And although I'm the one that has to deal with it, wall center, yeah, okay. There's no such thing as the perfect system, you know. Okay, so now theoretically all of this is wrong. Yay! Everything's broke. This is why you do, this is an R&D. I don't know what's to be considered playtesting. Hey, would you look at that? Would you look at that? It works the way it's supposed to work. Now selection boxes are still completely messed up, but that's fine. This should place into that corner, which also should allow me to place into, well, I can't really get to that corner, but there we go, to that corner. Super. Yeah, these collision boxes definitely need some work. So I guess that's next, which that's great because I hate collision box stuff. How do I want to do this? Local, I guess v underscore c underscore. Yeah, the height's gonna matter. Equals, that's a table. If it's a quarter, that means it's an eighth over, so negative 0.125. The bottom should still be negative 0.5. And then the other corner should be negative 0.125 as well. If I actually get this right, I will be quite impressed because it's probably wrong. I know the M is definitely wrong. Okay. There's a whole chunk that I'm missing on this code. I just can't think of what it is. What do I need? Oh, yeah. So I need to do type fixed equals. And that's actually inside of a... Okay. We'll make this work. Boom. Type fixed. Yeah, we can get rid of that note. Fixed equals this. And then that. Wait. Why is there a double? Oh, because there's multiple. If there's only one, do I need a table and a table? I don't... Ooh, yikes. I don't know. We're going to try without and see what happens. If it breaks, well, then it breaks. We'll know soon enough. That goes to there. Okay. I don't know why I put a comma there because it doesn't need a comma there. Okay, and then this... should just be collision box and selection box. Yes. Except it's not going to be that. It's going to be v underscore CE1. Yes. Perfect. So that should be whichever one this was, which was the center, which I think I have. Hey, that does not... Oh, wait, no. That would be this one. No way! That was an easy one. This is gonna be not so easy because it's set in and it's goofy. I'm not looking forward to this. There's actually a script that somebody made I think it's a Python script that'll auto-generate collision boxes for you based off of the OBG data. But I've never used it, so I don't really want to do it here because, well, I'll make a fool of myself trying to figure out how it works. So yeah, probably not going to do that here. Why am I doing this with a local instead of just putting them in? Because it's the exact same thing and I'd have to do it twice, I think. You know, do I actually have to? If they're both the same, can I just define one? I wonder. Can I have just a selection box and no collision box? Will I still collide with it? Oh no, I collide with the full node then. Yeah, we don't want that. That's garbage. That's absolutely useless. That's more pointless than a pot with holes in it. Except that's actually not useless because that's a strainer. But that kind of breaks the analogy, so just go with it. WC. Okay, so we'll just copy this from here. Put it there. Oh, guess I can't do that. No, that should not be that. It should be WC. Now this one, because this is a I should maybe let's put in parentheses. This would be centered, I suppose, right? And then this would be this is wall centered, so centered on wall, maybe. This one I really don't know how to describe this. Inside corner of wall, maybe? I guess. Or maybe just inside corner? Inside corner would probably work, right? Because you can't really have an inside corner if it's not up against an edge, because there's no corner if there's not an edge. So sure, yeah, I think that'll work. So if this is centered on wall, our bottom and top stay the same. And two of these stay the same because we are still center of the node, either north, south, or east, west. I don't really know which way. But the other one we're set back a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and change this one to -5 and this one to -375, right? I believe. Let's see. Either it'll be borked or it'll be right. Ooh, that ain't it, Chief. Nope. That is. It's also not even the right size. How did I get the math that wrong where it's not even the right size? Okay, so I think yeah, I think we want to put this one back to 125. And this one back to 125. And maybe try changing this one to oh no, wait, because one's up against the wall. So let's try that one at -0.5 and this one at -0.375. That's why the size was a little off. There's got to be a more efficient way of doing this, right? I seem to have created a phantom. It existed for a second. I saw it. There it was. It's just almost completely non-existent. Okay, so that's closer though. The trouble is I don't know which number is the right number. Oh, I hate this. This is the worst. Whoever decided that this was the best way of making collisions. Yeah. So maybe this should be +125. Let's see what change that makes. This is why this is the worst, because it's just change one line, go back. Nope, that's not right. Change. Oh, hey. Okay. So that made the width right. So if we use our brains, if this and this are the width and this are the height, these should be the edges, which would mean this needs to be positive and this needs to be positive. I don't think it matters which one's 0.5 and which one's 0.375. I think it'll work either way. Fingers crossed. Okay, well, it's more or less right. It's just not wide enough. Why would that be? Oh, because this is actually a quarter. So it should be 0.25. Ah, yes, of course. Of course. That would be this one, I think. All right, let's try this again. Hey, it's right. Finally. Although, the texture doesn't look right. That looks like it's much too high resolution. Quite interesting. Quite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, wait, no, that is right. I don't have a good enough contrast item. There, yeah, okay, I can see a little better here. Yeah, that's right. Okay. This should be fun. It should be loads of fun. I may try a different strategy on this one because this one won't be loads of fun. This one's going to be a nightmare. Even more so than the other one was. Okay, so we'll select these. Such a good time. Aren't you glad you tuned into this stream? So amazing. Some guy who has no idea what he's doing, trying to make stuff do things. Yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time. Okay, so one of these does need to be 0.25. So we're going to go ahead and try this one at 0.25 and just see where that one gets us. And if it's somewhat right, well, we have something to go off of. And if it's not, we still technically have something to... It's not. We still have something technically to go off of, though. Because, wait, how is that even possible? Oh, because 0.5 would be full. Okay, so the one that's 0.25 needs to be 0.5. And then the one that's the opposite pair to it... Oh, but there's... Yeah. So this one would be this one. So this should be 0.25. And then this should be 0.5. And this is top and bottom, the middle ones. And then I don't know on these. So we're just going to guess for 0.25. And fingers crossed, maybe it'll be right. I wouldn't count on it. Wow. Wow. All right. Now we are going places. Okie dokie. So enough of that. Let's move on to bigger and better things. Which would just be copying and pasting this entire block. 99% of code. Copy and paste. That's all you do. Just copy and paste. Maybe put a break in so it's a little more easy to tell what's what. We'll just do that. Can't you do like octotrophs? Guess not. I thought if you put enough of them, it turned into a comment. That's fine. That's fine. Nobody needs stupid octotrophs anyways. Yeah, I'll just do a comment. Single height. Wow. HEIGHT/width. And that's this whole chunk here. And then we get back to here, and this is now double HEIGHT/width. No, not wood white. Width. There we go. Perfect. And then you can cheat and just copy all of that. Can I just like open a scratch pad? Doesn't Adam have a scratch pad someplace? I just want like a scratch pad. Okay, well, I'll just open another text editor. You can't see what I'm doing here, but I'm literally just pasting that in, obviously, and then running search replace, and I'm just searching for _1, and I'm replacing with _2. And that that'll replace every instance of _1, obviously, with _2, obviously. And that, if I could scroll to where I want to be scrolled to. There we go. And then we paste that all in. We now have everything, but it's _2. And now instead of single, I need to change all the singles to double, which I suppose I could have done with search replace as well. But, you know, sometimes I'm just not that smart. So Instead, we have to do it this way. It also would appear as if I failed to copy one collision box, node box, selection box, whatever box definition. No big deal though. It's right here, and we just need to change that to 2. Now this, unfortunately, I can't just do a simple copy replace on, or search replace. Although I suppose I probably could with like the reg editor or something. I could like define the 5th entry in a table starting with fixed. I don't know. It would take more time for me to figure out how to do that than it will take me to just literally scroll through to the 3 of them and put a 1 in front of it. So now these are looking for Timber files that don't exist, Timber mesh files that don't exist. So we need to create some of those. Lo and behold, though, it's already 90% done. So literally all you gotta do, I'm gonna, let's, why is this, no, let's not make the camera selectable, and let's not make the cube selectable. There, so now I can only select these. I'm just gonna go ahead and duplicate them and put them up 1. Then I'll select those, hide them with H. Then I'll grab these and bop them down. And then I suppose each one of these just needs to be changed from a 0.001 to a 2. Boom, bam, boom. Now this is going to actually, you know, if I plan this right, famous last words. When it switches over to the other mesh, it shouldn't even be noticeable. Also, it would appear as if whatchamacallit broke again. Screencast keys. I don't know why. Enable, disable, come away, go away. There we go. All right, we'll just select top face, move it up 1. You'll notice all the pixels are obviously being distorted. Yeah, about that. So we just got to go back to UV editing here and do this. And we can actually select everything. And I think I can just click that button and no. Okay, that's... Oh, yes, of course. I need to select all of the UV layout and then hit apply. That did not work either. It did goofy stuff. What? That's not right either. What was this image? Just an image of 128. That could be... Oh, I could have just used the drop down here to do 128. Well, I mean, no, that's still not right. What is this at? I want pixel coordinates. That's at 46. Should be at 64. What? No. Why is this not? Sometimes I wonder. Oh, maybe I need to do combined? No. Image, apply. Okay, that's kind of weird. Why is it moving those? Hello? I should be 32. No, why is that not working? It worked perfect before. I'm really confused. I've had this issue before and I don't know. What does this 31.8 come from? The image, oh, maybe I need to set that? Nope, now it... Oh, 128 here? No, that would be completely wrong. Okay, that's not... No, this should be halfway over. Okay, well, I don't know why it's not working, but I know how to manually just push it where I want it. So we're going to do that, I guess. I do not know. This should be 128 minus 8. Oh, yeah, so all these are wrong. That's right. Oh, that's swell. And then 128 minus 16. Or obviously you could, you know, do the math, but that requires knowing math. 128 minus 816, 24. Or you could just look at the lines in the mesh or in the texture. You know, that would work too, I suppose. That requires having big brain though. And yeah. Not known on this channel for big brain. So I'd have to do those stupid thumbnails then. Ain't nobody got time to make goofy thumbnails. Sure, that looks acceptable-ish. Although I may have made that completely wrong. Let me unhide this one, which will be inside of it, so it'll be a little difficult to see. And also, the screencast keys are broken here. The screencast keys are broken here. Oh, no, wait, that's perfect, yeah. So the texture just elongates out, which is what we wanted. I do think the texture definitely needs some work, though, because this looks kind of dumb when the sides are really, really different. So I'll have to fix that. Which one did I just fix? I think I fixed the center. Okay, let's try this again. Let's go here and apply. That's not at all right. I don't understand. No, we don't. I mean, we want to go off of the image, right? It worked before. I don't know why it doesn't work now. Do I have to unwrap it again? Maybe that's... Okay, well, that's just stupid. I also don't know if this is now upside down. It would appear as though that fixed the issue, though. Is this at 64? Hey, it's at 64. Swell. Ish. Okay. Well, let's unhide its little brother here. That's not the little brother I wanted to unhide. I want this one. Alright, and now if we... Oh, great. Just great. That is all sorts of not right now. I don't really know how, though. Well, I guess I can go ahead and hide these two. Okay, so that is what you would think it would be. And that's what you would think it would be. Maybe this one needs to be rotated 180 degrees. Hey, there we go. Perfect. You can go... Uh-oh. You can go back to where you belong. And you can get hidden. And then we can unhide the tall ones. There we go. Alright, so that one's fixed. This one remains needing fixing. And you know what? Because we're at this point anyways, I may as well just do this. Why go through the effort of trying to use a tool when I could literally just type a number in, right? Oh, yeah. Why didn't I just do that right off the bat? Man, that would have saved some time. Oh well. Can't all be geniuses, can we? This is going to be CE, so we just change this to a 2. Again, you can't see what I'm doing here. Unfortunately, I'm just exporting all of these out as OBJs. And we're just using the same naming system. We're just changing the trailing 1 to a 2 because this is 2 nodes tall instead of a single node tall. Exporting the final one now. Except... Oh, there we go. And then we just should be ready to actually pull this right up into mind test. And theoretically, we should have them all. Now these, admittedly, should actually not exist in inventory anyways. Because they're supposed to be automatically placed. Hey, look at that. We got a nice pillar. You want to build a porch? You could build a porch. And use that to hold your porch up. Now, I should check... Oh, you know what? This is actually kind of borderline genius. This idea I just had. What if you put a single and then you put the double on top of it? That would make it 3 high. And if I do the texture whatchamacallit. Oh, wait, no, never mind. That wouldn't work, would it? I'll say I could make the texture line up so this point lines up at the bottom of this point. But I actually can't, because this point needs to match up for that point when that one goes above it. Never mind. It was an idea. It just wouldn't actually work. Okay, so now we need a simple function. Famous last words. This will be the most difficult part of it. Hi, how do I make a server with a whitelist? Well, you make a server, and then you install a whitelisting mod. And yeah, that's how you do it. I assume you want more detail than that, but I'm not really sure how much more detail than that I can really give you in a stream where I'm not talking about servers. The function. Let us make the function. Is this going to be on place? I'm going to cheat here. You know me. Of course I'm going to cheat. I'm going to look at one of my other mods. It would help if I can remember what it was called, though. Landscaping. There we go. Because there's a little doodad in here with stones. Where if you place them on sand... Here we go. After place node, we check the node below it. If the node below it is sand, then we do something. Okay. So we're just going to copy this out of here. Again, 90% of code is just stealing other code. Just make sure it's code that you have permission to steal, you know. Okay, we're not going to be doing any of this, though. We're just going to... And we won't be doing any of this, though. I'm actually not using any of this code. Wow, this was pretty useless to copy. All right, well. Node under, get node position underneath one name. Okay, well, we do need to know that. So that's helpful. Although, I am quite confused why we're using a name. Get group of name? Oh, maybe that's how that works. Okay. That's fine. But what we need to do, node u should be a string. So we need to do... Oh, well, do I have the name of this node? Because basically I just want to check if the node below the node I placed is the same as the node that I placed. And if the nodes are the same, I want to swap it to something different. Position, placer, item stack, pointed thing. What is item stack? Because if item stack is the name of the item... Let me look up the API right quick. This might actually work really easily. Item stack. Items. Nope. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. Item formats. Okay. Blah blah blah. Okay, that doesn't really help me. Okay, that doesn't really help me either. Also, doesn't help me. Here we go. Item is taken from item stack. Okay, well, what is an item stack? Item stack is the output on a craft. Turns either an item stack, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Again, this doesn't actually help. I just want to know what an item stack actually is. Is it a table? Is it a string? Returns leftover item stack. I'm assuming item stack is a table with a string and a value. Place node, okay. Okay. The API doesn't actually just come out and say what an item stack is, it would appear. Okay, well this is... Oh, here we go, it's a stack of item. Okay, where X is an item stack, an item string, a table, or nil. Okay, so it is a table. Alright, so I need to get the name from an item stack. Most interesting. I wonder how I would go about doing that. We're going to try this. If node u equals item stack dot name. You know, I wonder if there's like a item stack get name. Ah, there is. Okay, well, perfect. Item stack, that would be a colon, right? Get name Bada boom. Then we want to... Do we want to? Yes, we want to set the node below the node that we're at to itself. So we would want to set... Yeah, so that would be... Well, I really should do this as a function. But for right now, just to see if it actually works, we'll just go with this. Timbers v underscore c e underscore 2. So that's the 2 high version. And then set node. This is the position where we set the other node. We're setting it to air. It should set to a blank, so you can't place something there. But for testing purposes, this will work. Or not. I mean, I don't know yet, but we'll see. Hey, why do you know? Why do you know? That was simple. That was simple, easy, straightforward. Now we just need to turn that into a reusable function, so we're not copying and pasting the same thing a cajillion times, because that's just stupid. Only losers do that. Sorry if that's what you do. I didn't mean to offend you and call you a loser, but seriously, you should probably not do that. So we will do a... Should I call it? We'll just do a local function. Local function, right? But how do I don't remember how to do this. I know that's not what I did in this mod, so, well, I kind of did actually, sort of, because the whole node registration is just done in a function, so that's only actually called once. I don't know where it, oh, here we go, yeah. Anyway, we're not talking about that mod, we're talking about this mod. Let me find another mod that I can steal code from, because I can't think right now. How do I do a local function? I know I have it in Trader, in, where is it? Lobby. Here we go. Local function. Oh, yeah. So, oh, yeah. Of course. Yeah, why? Yeah, so we just give it the name of the function, which will be placement, and then whatever strings we're going to pass to it, which will be position, placer, item. We actually don't need the placer. We don't need a lot of these, but we're going to include them all anyways. Okay, so here we have our local function, and then we're just going to copy all of this and throw it there. And actually, I do need this end as well. And then I can actually just take all of this and just after place node, we'll just call placement. I don't think I need to include all of the variables that are being passed to the function, but we'll find out in a second here when we try this. Hey, I did notice something. Oh no, never mind. Never mind. Okay, here is something to note though. Oh wait. Oh, this one didn't have faster, so that'll always work. Yeah, but I do need to take into consideration the fact that if I place this one and then I place one like this, they're going to be in different directions. I need to copy the param2 value of the lower one. These aren't going to have param2 values, although once dying is implemented, they will. So I may as well just add that right into the function. Now I may want to change this around because I just put 2 nodes out. Oops. Hey, that, oh, because it was the wrong one. I just put 2 nodes out and then I dig it and I only get 1. That's not fair. And I'm also getting back an item that I shouldn't technically be able to have in inventory. So what we need to do is go to the double height on all of these. Yeah, we'll keep them all like that. Now, I wonder if these should take longer to break because they're bigger. So theoretically, you're like having some kind of a cheating advantage if you can break this in the same amount of time it would take to break a shorter one. But I'm not that worried about it, so I don't really care. Groups on this should also have, oh wait, what am I doing? Should be not in creative inventory equals 1. We'll put a comma there so we don't get any errors about that. And then I'll just go ahead and throw that in these as well. And then we need to add a drops I think it's just drops. I could be wrong, though. We'll find out. Timbers V underscore WE underscore 1. Because we're... Oh, but it should be 2 of those. I think that's how you do that. Hope so. If not, we're going to have a lot of upset customers. Wait, I built this thing, and I can get all my stuff back. I'm not satisfied. I want my money back. Like, ooh, you know what? I can't actually test that if I'm in creative mode because, yeah, I don't get anything in creative mode. Okay, so we have a double. Pretty please. Wow, this is taking forever to break. Wow, this really takes forever to break. I got 2, but I think I already had 1. So, I don't know if that worked. Oh, but you know what I can do? I can place 2 of these. There we go. And then I should get 4 singles. This takes forever to break. Wow. It looks like I got the same thing that yeah, okay, that's not right then. So what do you do for drops? Because that didn't drop what I wanted to drop. I'm going to actually have to look in default at stone because stone drops cobble. And that's my best bet of finding this. Drop. Oh, it's just drop. Okay. Well, that's easy enough. We'll just change all instances of drops to drop. Bada boom, bada bing. Save the file. Launch mine test. Let's try this again. I should have also changed this so it didn't take 10 hours to break one of these pulls, but hey, I got 2 of them. Sweet sauce. Yay! And the same should work for both of these. La 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 la, digging, digging. Hooray! Huzzah! Takes long enough. Hooray! Alright, so that works. So now, yeah, right now this function obviously is kind of garbage because it always places this, which is not what we wanted to place. So we're gonna have to do some special sauce on that to make that work. Item stack get name. So we have the names. Node U is already a name. So we can do another local local replacement equals. Now how do you do this? I'm gonna cheat. What did I tell you, man? Cheating is the way to do code. I'm gonna look at my drinks mod. Because I know in my drinks mod I do a thing where I use gsub to get something. And I don't remember how to do all these things. What do you think I am, a walking encyclopedia? Do I use gsub or do I use string split? I don't remember which I use. It's in one of these files someplace. Where is it? Is it in this file? Okay. No, it wouldn't be in there. It's got to be in here. Okay, okay. Oh, I'm doing a match and splitting by that. Okay, well that's dumb. For this specific thing, that doesn't help me. So instead, I'll look in my trader game rather, because I do the same thing here in I think in the functions. We do something. Okay, well that's close. I thought I did it in here someplace. I might actually have to look up how to do this. If I map, if you're a ghost, okay, well that doesn't help us. I know I've done this in something because I had to. Oh, the curtains. See, like I tell you, man. It's only mine test which shows a black. That's weird. Oh, you're right. Most interesting. Let me fix that real quick. Well, I'm glad I know about that now. I wish I would have known about that earlier. Sorry, everybody who couldn't see anything that was happening in game. Not that anything that happened in the game was really super important, but it definitely would have been helpful to see what was going on. Furniture is what I'm looking for. But I don't know my alphabet, so I can't find things when they're in alphabetical order. Yes, quite embarrassing. Curtains should be in fabric and thread, right? No, evidently not. In bedroom, maybe? No, evidently not. Well, I don't know. What would curtains be in? Decor? Are curtains decor? Curtains are decor. Who knew? I didn't. I wouldn't have thought that. String sub. Here we go. All right. I'll just steal that code. That code's also going to be useless to me, but just for reference, it'll help me. So I want to do string.sub, and then I want to do node u. Okay. And then I don't actually know what this is. This is the 19th digit to the 19th digit. So I want to get the first digit. Now, Lua is stupid and starts with 1 instead of 0. But I don't know if string sub starts with 1 instead of 0. But we're going to try with 1 first. And we'll see. And then I just need to count out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 should be the underscore. Again, assuming that we're starting with 1. If we're starting with 0, it would be 12. But again, I don't know. Now I wonder, and I probably can't. Is that? Oh, actually, this would need to be a string, not a literal. I wonder if that's valid. My guess is it's probably not, but we will find out. Replacement. Boom. It's not throwing an error right now, so maybe I can actually do that. I don't know. Let's see what happens when we place a node. Oh! Bad argument number 1 2 sub. String expected got nil. Wait, what? How? Node u exists though. Oh, duh. Helps if I comment out the code that I stole, I suppose. Hey, let's try this. Cow. Okay. That actually works. I'm quite surprised. I didn't think that would actually work. Now what happens? And this should work without any issue. Yep, works just fine. Now we do have, well, these ones can't place in different directions. So this one won't help us at all. So what I need to do, okay, so this should be, we can get rid of this line. This should work with any of them. So I should be able to just copy after place node placement and throw that into any of the single height node registrations. And I should now be able to place any of them on top of any others, and they should become the taller variants. With the obvious downside that I have 0 control over the over which way they're facing. And actually it looks like no matter what, they all decide that they're going to face. Probably it's a param 2 of 0. Yes indeed. So I should probably copy the param 2 of the lower node and apply it to the placement of the upper node so the rotation stays correct. Also for the die, when that is implemented shortly, we want that to stay the same. I need to change this. This is bogus. That takes way too long to dig. Oddly breakable by hand. Okay, so this is, again, you know what? I can actually just do this. I can do hand equals. Wow. Hand equals 1. Yeah, that's too slow. We're gonna do hand equals 3, and we'll just replace all. Bada boom, bada bing. I thought bigger numbers were slower, but maybe I'm backwards. Yeah, I'm backwards. That still not very fast though, but it's a whole lot better than it was. Okay. Param2 copying. We does need to do that. And now actually, that is done in the in here, isn't it? This code's too confusing though. Like this is doing all kinds of crazy stuff. But actually no, it's not, because this is literally all I need. So that works. So we just go inside of the table with the name, and we just do this in param2 equals. Oh, I had that all typed out already. Oh well. And it equals node u dot param2. Node u. Right. Does it? Because that's already the name. I don't think that's actually going to work. That'll not work. So what I can do instead, I think, is do node u name there to get the name, and then that I can use for the name here and for the param2 there. I believe. Don't quote me on that just yet. Wait till we test it. Okay. That did not work. Literally at all. What in the world? How did that one line... What? I'm so confused. How did that break anything? What? What? What happened? What? I don't get it at all. Oh. Maybe this broke. So maybe put inside of another set of parentheses? That might work. If not... Yeah. Okay. That's broke. So I'm going to have to... that could very well be... Because get node is... I don't know. Yeah, because this is returning a table of the node. You would think that would work, though. Anyway, clearly it doesn't. So, no big deal. I can do this. Node u underscore name equals node u dot name. I don't know. You'd think it would have worked the other way, but clearly doesn't. No big deal. As long as this works. Obviously, if this doesn't work, then we've got some issues. But node swap. Node swap would work. You know, actually, I should try that, because when you swap, hey, it's still not working. What in the world? When you swap a node, it saves the param2 value and any metadata. Whereas node set, I believe, doesn't. Let's see what swap node does. We would want to set the node for air, though, because we don't particularly need any other data existing for this. You could also do mind test remove node position. It's the same thing as set node air. So yeah, you could do that. Okay. Oh, because node u no longer equals that. Yes. So now I need to do node u name. Yes. Let's give this another whirl. I don't know what the stick object is from Dokimis, or however you would pronounce that, but maybe. I'm not familiar with it at all. Okay, that worked. So now what if we face the opposite direction and try to place one on top? Hey. So swap works and actually saves me some lines. Excellent suggestion. Who suggested that? I can't pronounce your name. I'm sorry. I don't know how to read Russian, I take that. But that actually works super well. And that saves me 2 lines of code or something. So thank you. Oh, wait, you know what? Actually, never mind. I'm an idiot. I already had that programmed into work. Yeah. Let's remove that, though, and see. Because maybe it will. So it wasn't even a line of code. It was 2 words. Well, we'll see what happens. I don't know. And it swatches over to the... Okay. Well, no, I don't know if that's necessarily better or worse. Because I'm already copying. I'll just leave it at set, I suppose. Because otherwise it's placing it to the top one, and I kind of want to keep it to the bottom one. This error should be replaced with just a blank node that you can't interact with. I actually have several such of those in existence, so I'll just steal one of those from the furniture mod. Yeah, I just need to figure out where exactly in the furniture mod that exists. Oh, you know what? Actually, it might not be in the furniture mod. I know it uses one. It's using something from Epic, so I need to look into the Epic mod to find the blank item. It honestly would probably have been faster to just go from scratch to make it, but I don't actually remember how to do one of those. Honestly, I don't really know where to... Oh, borders, invisible. Am I using the border? Oh, you know, let's look in functions, because functions would be what's placing this. Blah, blah, blah. Epic empty. Okay, so epic empty exists someplace. And it's not border. Epic empty. Okay. I don't know why it has a node box. That seems kind of stupid, but sure, whatever. That's useless. Why would you... This would be timbers, and we'll just call it placeholder. It's an empty node, yeah. Okay, walkable, true, pointable, false, diggable, false, drops nothing. Okay, on blast doesn't destroy it. Do I want on blast to not destroy it? I feel like I might want on blast to destroy it. Tiles. It doesn't need a tile because it's air-like. Well, it shouldn't anyways. I don't know why it has a node box because it's, again, is nothing. I don't know. There was probably some reason I had it set up like that for the other mod. Okay, let's give this another whirl. Now, none of these will exist. Ooh, you know what, though? I do need to change this, though. Because currently, if I place this... Ooh, nice. After place node. Attempt to index global node L. Node L, line 25. What? Line 25, node L. Oh. Yeah, where did that come from? Interesting. And also, I should probably change this to be setting timbers placeholder. So it's actually, you know, doing what it's supposed to be doing. Okay, let's... Alright, so there should be an invisible placeholder node up here. Unfortunately, what? That didn't seem right. Walkable false. Yeah, we don't want to be able to walk on it. This would also mean you can't collide with it. Right? Yeah. Okay, now unfortunately right now if I break this, there is still an invisible node up there. And, oh, well actually I suppose that's a terrible way to demo it. Let's try demoing it with this. See, I can't place that up there because there's an invisible node there. Super irksome. Really, really not cool. People will hate you a lot. So make sure that gets removed when we dig the node. So I'm gonna have to go down to these. Okay, and this one I'm going to have to do an ondig equals, and we'll just do remove underscore empty, and that's what our function is going to be called. So we'll just go ahead and do that. Now technically we should also really, no, never mind, we don't need to. I was going to say we should check to make sure the node above is clear before we place it, but it had to be clear because we placed it in order for it to be placed. So no worries there. It probably really doesn't need a drop here, does it? Because you can't dig it. If you can't dig it, it couldn't drop anything. Also, if you can't point at it, you couldn't dig it anyways. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. This is one of those moments when you look back at your old code and you're like, what was I thinking? Why? This makes no sense. But you don't want to change it because you might break something because maybe it needed to be that way. I don't know. Worse things have happened. Okay. So we need to do a local function. Remove node. I'm hoping that remove node doesn't already exist as something. Let me just check real quick. I would hate to be overwriting remove node. There is a mind test remove node. Oh wait, no, I didn't call it remove node. I called it remove empty. Okay, we're good on that. Remove empty. There we go. Okay, I just got to look in the API real quick for the ondig callback just to see what values are passed to it. Position, node, and digger. I don't think I care about any of those but the position. So in this case, because our node is being placed one position below it. So all we have to do is actually do a do one of these, I think. Set node, and we just want to add one. And the name here is going to be air. And yeah, that should be, or I suppose I could have used remove node. It does the same thing. And that should do it. I suppose I could, because I think this will work. Ooh. Function remove empty. Attempt to index local position, a nil value. Huh? What? Where? Remove empty. What? Undig, remove empty. Oh. Yeah. I think that might be why. Pretty sure if you don't do the parentheses, it just passes all possible values. Hey, look at that. Now, unfortunately, I can't remove these. But I can. I just have to do some hacky things. So I think there's one on top of this now. So if I remove this, okay, no. It would appear as if I'm pointing through it. Okay, well, no matter. Ooh, hey, that's not... That's, what? No, that's not... I suppose I'd need to remove the node itself too, huh? That would probably be helpful. Okay, so we want to go ahead and do that on another position as well. And this would just be position. So here I can do... I don't need a table. There we go. So we're setting air to the position that it is at, which is the bottom node, which will remove it. I might also have to now handle drops myself. Yuck. Okay, so place 1, we place 2. I have none of them. I have none of them. Okay, I dislike that. I'm going to go ahead and change from using the onDig, which requires me to handle the drops, to after dig node. After dig node, called after the node is dug. And I believe that saves me a bunch of work. So we'll still be using remove node, or remove empty rather. And we'll just come down here and we'll just change this to after dig node. And we'll just copy that and paste it over these. So now after dig node, I believe handles this one. So all I have to worry about is setting the empty above it. I think. We'll find out. Unfortunately, I'm out of... Well, no, I got these. Well, we'll make it work. I'll just grab some of these. And I'll go ahead and grab this. Okay. Corner node. Corner node places a placeholder. Super duper. I can now place this. I can place my leaves there. I get a sapling back, but that's fine. It proves my point. Unfortunately, I kind of can't get rid of those now. Yuck. You know, that's fine. It's fine. It's cool. It's cool. No big deal. No big deal. Yeah. Let's call that one a win. So I'm gonna go ahead and we will get rid of that because that's not actually needed anymore. We will change this back to an air-like draw type so it's not an ugly, disgusting blemish on the landscape. Oh, look at that pristine beauty. The snow. The clean, unmarred snow by the little animals of the forest. Okay. Carrying right along. What is next? In the old times, there was a whole bunch of ways to dig undiggable. Well, I suppose, yes, but it's invisible also, so you wouldn't really know it's there. Just once you get a light node. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, so. What do we need next now? So that's these 4. The dyeing portion I have to remember how to do. I could go ahead and do the horizontal ones next. Those will actually be, I think, you know what? No, let's go to the let's not go to the horizontal ones next. Let's do the fun stuff. The more fun stuff. I'm going to go ahead and turn these off. I'm going to want a... That's the center? That's the center. Center, I don't think I want to have in this variant. Although maybe we should. I don't know. Alright, so we have a pillar up against the wall here. And maybe you want to support up a porch with this. And you want some of those little, corner braces? Angle brackets? I don't know what they'd call them. Little doodad thing, bajingers. Unfortunately, this kind of breaks everything. Ooh, I didn't think this far ahead. What am I going to call these nodes? Oh, no. Does it matter, though? Because you couldn't place another node on top of this and expect anything to happen. So I think we're okay then. Good. Excellent. I'm going to call this... This is a 2 high. Should I make this in a 1 high version, though? Also, why is screencast keys not working? This is kind of irksome. No, actually, I should be seeing this one. So this is still a wall center. It is 2 high. I don't know if it would make sense to have this in a 1 high. Too many things to think about. You know, I'm just gonna go ahead and do... It's 2 high, and it will be... It's gonna be a longer name, unfortunately. It probably doesn't really matter. Okay, so this is up against the wall, so that's this side. So now How do I even want to do this? I guess I could just copy the whole thing. And select, oh, I need to be in wireframe. Select that side face, pull it in one. So now this is only 3 wide. I think I want to put this back to bounding back center because that's a little easier. And then I need to move this halfway. I believe 3125 is half. Looks like it. And then I can move this back. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm going to move this side in as well. That can just mean a full bit, though. Okay, the top face will stay. The bottom face can go bye-bye, but not yet. Do I know what I'm doing? No, not really. I have a vague idea. So that should go like that or so. Which is all fine and dandy, except it's not long enough. So I'll just grab the top one. Extend it up. Extend it down? I don't know. Rotate 45. That's still not high enough. I guess I can always just do that. That should work. There's a lot that I don't need down in here, though. What's the best way to clean this up? I can do normals, and that should slide it up. Okay. That's all fine and dandy until I get to this point. This is kind of gonna be tricky. Okay, I don't have a normal here because... yeah. Okay, that's not helpful. I could try to do like a Boolean, but I don't know how to do Booleans. So that's not very helpful. I could just leave it like this too, I suppose. I mean, if you figure... ooh, that texture is kind of smushed. If you figure you have this and then you have... I don't know, I'll just make one of these visible. You have this and then you have this guy up here, but rotated like that. Rotated like this. This is all over the place. Like that. There you go. So you have your little corner bracket kind of doodad support thing. Oh, that's a little too low. I was wondering why I couldn't see. There we go. I couldn't see an opening in there. I mean, that probably works, right? Let's go to wireframe. Yeah, that's inside. The likelihood that you'd be putting something on top of this, although maybe if you wanted to put like a thin tile on top of it, that could be an issue then, but I don't know. What is this? Bounding back center. That's not the bounding back center, but okay, whatever. That might stick up a little bit through. Wait, that's a quarter though. A slab would be half. This is a quarter. Oh, so that you'd have to be like an eighth thick. Oh, I think I'm fine. I just need to make this thing get back to wherever it used to be. There we go. Let me go ahead and hide that again. Okay, I think that should be okay. Now this one's up against a wall. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this guy to pop it right here and then rotate 180 degrees. And that should be... yeah, that looks right. All right, swallow miss. Oh, I can remove some faces on this. Let's do that. Save on the geometries. We'll kill these faces. I'll murder these faces. I will put an end to the existence of that face. Or should I, though? I don't need the UV space because my base image that I'm pulling the texture from is large enough. So I could leave them on. It really wouldn't. These ones, there's no sense in leaving because those you'd never ever see. But these top ones, I guess I can leave in just because, I guess. I don't know. All right, let's go into the UV editor and let's do some magics here. We're gonna select these two, highlight them all, and let's try this. It made them smaller. Did it make them right? No. Unfortunately, no, it did not. Well, what in the world? Why not? Why does it sometimes work and sometimes doesn't? I'm so confused. What are you doing? It makes no sense. These should all be 3 pixels? No, 6 pixels. Because I made them... Wait. What should they be? There we go. Yeah, 6 pixels. Okay. I mean, that doesn't look like 6 pixels to me also. Let's switch things up a bit. Give it a different texture. And let's give them both different textures, because why would you want them to both have the same texture? That's just boring. Yeah, I really don't know why this isn't working. And what does this 39.4 come from? Pixel size or pixels per unit ratio. It should be 32. Apply. Fine, I'll re-unwrap them. Let's try it now. If that worked now, but didn't before, I don't understand. Did that actually work this time? Please, somebody, explain to me, like I'm an idiot. Why does this not always work? I do foresee an issue. In that I'm going to have some seams in some weird places. This texture kind of needs some reworking though, so I think we'll be okay. Okay, so it's 104, 110, 116, 122, 128. That is all correct. It looks pretty square to me, so I'm going to assume it's right. I'll just do this to grab so everything snaps to the positions. Bada boom, bada bing. It's a very nice thing. Again, its center is kind of all whack. I don't know why. But whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so that one, you know, pretty easy, pretty simple, right? Now we get to the corner. Oops, that's center. Oh, no, wall edge. Wall edge. Yeah. These names are not helping me keep things straight. And honestly, I think I'd be better off just copying this. Again, why work when you can cheat? And then just grabbing this one arm of it and rotating it 90 degrees this way. And then kind of just shoving it there. Unfortunately, that doesn't line up right, so maybe I can't just do that as easily as I thought. That's kind of a shame. Let me make these things go away. Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to undo that. There we go. Make that go away. Make this go away. Okay. So, do I want to do from like the 3D cursor and rotate that 45? Yeah, or 90? Okay. I think that might be right. It's hard to say. No, that's in too far. Wait, that makes it worse. It doesn't match. Okay. Well, that's just cool. I think, therefore I am, shouldn't these both match? No, it should be... I don't know. So I'm gonna try this. Okay, so that is 1562. Okay. Let's see if this will work. So then I want to grab on Y and move 1562. It's more or less perfect. I say more or less because it is slightly off, but only ever so slightly. If I go to this cube here, I can drag that up, and I can make that not quad view, and I can do this. I can make it bigger, and hey, now the thing works. And there is the... Actually, that's almost dead on perfect. Wow. Okay. Maybe it is perfect. I don't know. I feel like it probably isn't, just because the chances of that actually being perfect are slim to none. But there we go. Now we have that. So now you can use that in the corner of a porch. I feel like if I'm doing this for a porch, I also need to make like a porch rail to go with it, because, you know, that's kind of been the whole inspiration for this, is you build a long porch and you have these posts in the corners, and then you need rails that match up to it. Because obviously if you're using fences, you can only put a fence post in this next node over, and then you have this giant empty open space. It never ends. It just never ends. Okay, this is not going to be called this anymore. This is a wall edge, not wall corner. Yes. I do need to change up the UVs on this. So let me take these. You know what? Let me just leave them there for right now, actually. Because I'm going to have to do the updated texture first, and then I'll know where to put them at. So this is wall edge 2. And this is a special support. And then I'm going to go ahead and do for the wall center, export this out. So those should be WC. And then we just hop over into here. So now we need to make those. These you're going to place as 2 nodes tall. So I guess this one should actually use... Oh, well, that won't actually work because I'm not placing a node of itself under itself. Okay. It'll just have to have its own function, I guess, to place that. I don't know. Well, we'll figure it out. So this is going to be wall edge 2 underscore support. This one is in creative inventory, so we actually do want to be able to see that. This will be inside corner support, or outside corner, I guess. It depends on which way you place it, obviously. I wonder if I could just call it corner. Because it could be an inside or an outside. I don't know, whatever, who cares? I certainly don't. Support, this all stays the same. The drop, it's just gonna drop itself. There is no empty, but that actually doesn't matter because it can think there is one. It's just setting the node above it, which there won't be a node above it because it needs the space of the node. Ooh, that means I need to have a check to see if there is a node above it, so it knows not to place it if there is. I think I can leave the selection boxes as is, because I'm not going to put a little extra something up top just to do the... Why did I do W2? It should be WC. I'm not going to put an extra collision box up top to do anything like that, so that'll be what it is. Okay, centered on wall. This needs better description. But sure, let's see how that looks. Oh, but I'm not in creative. Well, that's useless. I kind of need that to get my stuff. Okay, let's... Oh, well, you can't see that they have that little support thing up top, so that's slightly irksome, but ignoring that small fact, also, why are they both the same? What? Did I forget to change the mesh on one of them? It would appear as if I did. Let's see if this is rectified. Hey, there we go. Alright, so you can go bye-bye. And I don't know which is which. Oh, but I can see it here, so I do. There we go. Tree, you kind of need to die. Sorry. I can't have you existing here marring my beautiful workmanship. Alright. And then I'll put this one right here, but like this. There we go. And then I just need to give myself fly. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Stone would be kind of dumb, but you know, whatever. No, I'll do an acacia. An acacia roof. Would actually work better with slabs, but you know, whatever, that's fine. Bada boom, bada bing. Oh, yes. She's beautiful. No, it's actually not bad. Not bad, not bad. I mean, I might be slightly biased, possibly. There's a slim chance that I might have a slight bias. You know, because I made it, but... But not too shabby, not too shabby. Yeah, it does definitely need some further tweaks to the names and descriptions of them, so you kind of know what you're doing, but yeah. Oh, I also didn't build that right, because I don't know how to build, I guess. But that's fine, because then you can do something like this. Yep. You would also put it up there, of course, but... See how swell that looks? Or what if you're doing a cave and you want some shoring in your caves for your cave roof, you know, so that it doesn't fall and collapse and kill you. Admittedly, the texture needs a little work, but it's looking pretty good. We're gonna take a peeky look-see here if I can figure out what I'm looking for. Here we go. Okay, let's see if there's not a something else. Oh, this is all twisted out of sorts because I rotated it because I was kind of dumb. There we go. Fixed. I mean, this is kind of nice. Not gonna lie, but it's not really big enough. I really should just go out and take pictures. Specifically with this in mind. Also, I need to rotate this image to make it work. Let's try about there-ish. Can I throw a... Oh, yeah, perfect. Throw a guidance so I kind of know what straight is. Right there. Negative 1.74 degrees is the magic number of the day. And we'll just copy that. Oh, this is going to be amazing. And then we'll just paste as a new layer. Oh, yes. Quite nice. Quite nice. I do have to rotate that. That looks really good, actually. We can ignore the fact that the texture looks like garbage because it's going to be scaled down quite a bit. So, you can ignore a lot of that. Unfortunately, does this one give me... Oh, this one does give me the... That's why these look so terrible, because I was using no interpolation. Yeah, let's use some of that stuff. It'll make it look better. 16, I think is what I was doing. Yeah. Okay. Scale her down. Oh, hey, yeah, that looks a cajillion times. Let's not do that. Thank you very much. What did that do? Oh, but it did. Oh, it didn't use a zero policy clamp something, whatever they call it. clipping. Crop with aspect. I don't remember what you want to use. There's some things so it doesn't put transparent pixels on the edge. Because I definitely don't want those. That kind of breaks everything. A little bit. There we go. Yeah, that looks way better. I'll just pop that up in here like so. And let's see what the new and improved texture looks like. Oh, yes. 1,000,000 times better. That is just way too jagged. That's smooth and creamy. Like peanut butter, kind of. It actually kind of does. Anyway, we'll ignore the peanut butter because we don't actually want peanut butter, obviously. We'll go ahead and I'll just copy a chunk from here. Sure, that looks good. And go ahead and paste this one in. For some reason, my mouse seems like it's not working quite right, so maybe the battery's dying. It's happened before. It wouldn't surprise me too much. I pasted that as something, and I don't know where it went. Interesting. Okay. I guess I can always just delete that layer out and try again. Paste as new layer. There we go. Obviously, we need to rotate this. I wonder if that's like R. Oh, no, that... Oh, wait, that should scale. Rotate. Shift R. Okay, okay. 90 degrees, por favor. Please. Shift S to scale. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're going places now. Yeah, sure. That looks good. M to move. Yeah, okay, okay. A little bit more weathered, but that's fine. Control E to export. Let's see what we've got now. Oh, yeah, this is so much better. I should have used this scaling on the other ones. They would have looked much nicer. All right, it's really shaping things up here. The corners actually meld together pretty okay. The outside one's a little bit lighter. The inside one's a little bit darker. I mean, how much is anybody going to care? Now, one thing I could try, let's unscale this and then rescale it to 32 pixels. And then move with M. And I'll just park that someplace like that. Sure, why not? And let's see what that looks like. Maybe that will... Okay, now we're just getting to... No, this is too splotchy now. It doesn't have that tight definition. Okay. We will put that back to what it was before at the 16. And much better. I will put these down towards the bottom. I'm gonna have to redo these other ones here because they look so much better when they're done correctly. Sure, that might be big enough. I suppose I can probably go ahead and just delete out all of this hard work. All of this just garbage can all go bye-bye. And paste as new layer. Oh, new layer in place. Wonder what that did. Okay. We'll go ahead and move that. Shift S to scale to 16 pixels. Por favor. I don't know where it just disappeared to. There it is. Oh, it's not long enough now, but I think we're still okay. Yeah, see, that looks so much better. It's not... Yeah, those hard pixel edges were just... They weren't doing it. This could be interesting because half of it will be invisible now. Yeah, look at that. It's half invisible. Pretty neat stuff. But the half that is visible that, yeah, I must say, looks exactly like I want it. I thought I actually had a different bunch of these wooden beam textures. This was the only one I could find. Now, admittedly, I only searched for like 5 minutes because I wanted to do all the searching off stream, and I didn't start till kind of late to search for them. So, it could be my fault, but yeah, these could be greatly improved with some better source images. I don't know how this one's going to work out because of the grass on it. But, I mean, we are scaling it down almost 4 times, so it might not even be visible. And it's quite a bit larger than it needs to be, if I could find it. There we go. So, oh, that grass is pretty visible. I don't think this one's going to work. No, that ain't going to cut it, Chief. That's going to have to go in the garbage. These are just going to be too short, unfortunately, for anything, really. I do actually need some butt ends of wood, come to think of it. Size, let's just do 64 by 64 and call that good. Kind of get to the center of that. Copy. We'll go ahead, paste as layer, whatchamacallit thing. New layer. Astronomy cow? You are the best? I'm the best? I don't know. That's getting a little pretentious, I think. I might be good, but I don't think I'm the best. That would be putting on airs. Although, as long as it's somebody else saying I'm the best, I suppose I can be okay with that. Because then it's not me saying, hey, wait a minute. Why does this one have some alpha transparency showing through there? What's that all about? This one doesn't, does it? I mean, there's an easy way to fix that, so I'm not even going to worry about it. All you got to do is add a layer. Sure, we'll call it decals. Why not? And then we'll just use the color picker. I'll leave that to O. Just grab this tan color. Go back to the decals layer. Shift B for fill bucket. Fill it in. And then, oh, actually, they both had a little bit of transparency on them. And now it's just this tan color that kind of shows through. Which, fine with me. Whoa. Oh, yeah, because that's from up on top, of course. I was like, that's different. Okay. Let me grab another butt end of a log here. Can I just move my selection? Oh, no, I'm moving the whole image. Yikes. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna move the selection. Guess I can't? Okay, no big deal. Can I find one that's maybe not so bright? Yeah, something a little more in the shade would be good. 50 by 50 sounds perfect. Let's move that to right about there. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, did I scale this? Yeah, I scaled that one down. Yeah. Paste as a new layer. Yeah, that's kind of big. It's also quite dark, but that's okay. Cancel? Oh, did that just... Okay, never mind. Somehow I accidentally just zoomed out the entire image quite a bit. Okay, I don't know how I did that, but that's fine. It's quite dark. Not to worry, though. We can just run a filter on it. I don't think you can see any of this, though, so... Yeah, I just want to do a levels on that. And we'll just pull the, I don't know, pull the whites down. That's making it quite a bit too shiny, so I got to pull this back over to maybe there. Yeah, sure, that looks doable. All right, now we can hop back into Blender. Shift R, wait, Alt R? There we go, reloads the image. We can go ahead and say, yeah, this top face should really have some end grain texture on it. As should both of these. Let's Switch this to face select mode. It'll save me some time. And just chuck them anywhere on there. Doesn't really matter where. This bottom one, you know what? Let's put some face texture on that. There we go. Now they kind of have somewhat-ish like a thing. I don't know. It's better than it was, I suppose. I'm gonna go ahead and move these back up. I suppose would probably be a good idea. So I, have some texture showing. I wish this one was a little bit longer so it would cover the whole thing, but it's probably okay. Yeah, let's see if I can't get one or two more out of this. It's just difficult because there's not any long pieces that are really visible anywhere. There's this up top. Maybe I could use that. Oh, that wants to mess up my selection. Oh, I just want to rotate. Oh, you know what? That's actually not even a straight roof. These goofy well, I mean, some of it could be lens. This admittedly wasn't the highest quality camera in the world. Okay, well, you know what? I think I might just have to be good with what I have. I'll just rearrange and make do. Or not rearrange, because that's... There we are. Okay. Let's pull this back up in Minetest just to make sure everything's looking more or less right. I'm going to have to put some of these other pillars out. Okay, sure, that looks... Oh, these all have to have their ends. Oh, that means you got to re-export them all. That's kind of lame. Or I could just leave them all with the wrong ends. I really shouldn't, though. But you know what? For right now, I'm not going to worry about it. We will leave those as is. And we will do... Okay, I've got both of these. Let me just grab the ends on this one. There we go. Yeah, we'll put this one like that. This one like so. And that one there. And that one there. I don't really know why I put the ends of the logs there and not at the very bottom. That kind of was dumb. I should probably fix that. Knowing that will break all of my UV mapping, but it is what it is. It's only 2 nodes. 2 meshes. Guess they're not technically nodes yet. Yeah, I need all your faces. All of your faces are mine. And they must be on this piece here. Okay. That is that taken care of. Excellent. I can turn them. I should really re-export them, I suppose, huh? Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Yes, this should be WC support. There we go. There's got to be a better way to do a batch export of items. I should look and see if that's not something that exists. Because then you can just re-export the whole batch of them in one fell swoop. Man, that'd be nice. Save all this time. You know, I don't think I can actually see the top faces of any of these. Well, not till I do that anyway. Oh yeah, that totally looks like the end of a log. 100%. 100%. If I didn't know any better, I would think that was an actual real log that I was actually looking at in real life. It's maybe a bit sarcastic. All right, moving on. Those are done. Do I need a center? Nah, I think if you were doing a center, you'd be fine with just this. Personally, I think that, I mean, because what would you do on a center? Have 4 of them? That seems a bit extreme. Especially when you consider that putting 4 of those angle braces into the end of a timber like this, I don't know what kind of structural stability is left to anything. There's too many pieces inside of each other to actually accomplish anything. Of course, none of that really matters in a video game, but still. We can pretend like we actually care about things being correct. So now all of these... Yeah, that can go bye-bye. All of these need to be duplicated. And then rotated. You know what, though? How am I going to know... On a horizontal, I'm going to have to check both... Or on a vertical, rather. I'm going to check the nodes to both sides to know if they need to be... Maybe I would have been better off just leaving them all as singles and trying to make the textures match. Whatever. For the sideways ones, I think that's all they'll be. Which does mean I have to try to make textures that are at least semi-tileable. Yay! Alright, well. Let's get right to it. I'll just make these all invisible. And edit mode. We want to be... I don't know why I'm doing this in the UV editor. That's a bad way to do it. Quad view. Hey, and I got the whatchamacallit screencast keys again. Rotating from global... Or from a 3D cursor. Perfect. Boom, done. Boom, done. Now, if only doing the other bits was going to be this easy, the collision boxes, that won't be nearly so easy. Okay, this will be horizontal. This will also be horizontal. And lastly, this will be horizontal. Boom, boom, boom. Perfect. Now, these might be backwards, actually, for when we put them into my test. I don't know. I'm not sure which side's the front. Anyway, no matter. We will go ahead and start exporting. So this is going to be, yeah. That's an H. It's the center. That's why it's CE. It's a single node in size. Yeah. This is the wall corner, so it's WC. And then we have the wall edge. Because we're just smart like that. And thought that was like the most genius naming system ever. Okay, well. Now pretty much I just need to come up to here. All of this will be completely wrong, but that's fine. I'm just going to go back into a text editor. And I'm going to search for V underscore and replace with H underscore. Because I'm just smart like that. And then paste it right back. Boom. And now theoretically everything exists. And with no testing or verification, we will jump in the world, and see what we have. Hey! Okay. Is any of this stuff going to actually be right? I don't know. The center one obviously will be. That one's pretty hard to get wrong. Like, it's the center. You would have to really try to mess this one up. Because it's kind of the same no matter what. as well, so we have a center. It should also rotate, which it currently doesn't, so that needs to be fixed, but that's okay. Wait, what? Oh, because this one's of course. Of course. Of course. What? Oh, because it's still trying to do the oh no. Oh no. I broke everything. I need to get rid of the callbacks on that. Yeah, so after place node can go bye-bye. And after place node can go bye-bye. After place node can go bye-bye. The single one here does need to be a faster as well, so that it can rotate. All right, let's try this again. It still rotates the wrong way. Whoa. Yeah, that's kind of... So these all need to be rotated. This is the best one to check. 90 degrees counterclockwise. 90 degrees counterclockwise. Top view. -90. Rotate -90. I don't know why I'm hitting escape. Rotate -90. Bada boom, bada bing. That should theoretically be right now. And now I get to re-export all of them. Yay! Let's see, WE1. Yeah, this is CE1. And then this must be WE. Wait, I need WC. Export to OBJ, WC. I don't know why I bothered leaving _1 if I made up my mind that I wasn't doing a 2 or a 3. Oh well, whatever, shouldn't matter. Hey! I mean, I now have no collision box on it, but, you know, that's an improvement. I don't... Oh, there are the collision boxes. Well, where's the collision box in this one? Oh, in the corner. Okay. Let's see. So this should be the middle. Yep. And it should... Yep. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, this appears to be the center. Yep. Yep. Okay, I have to figure out some math on this then to make it rotate so it's on the wall. That's doable though. And that should be on the wall, and if I do... yeah, see, it's not... Ooh, yikes. It's not rotating it. However, I believe I have the code I need for that. In Trader. In... Is it signs? Decals? What are it? Signs? No, that's not it. Decals. Blah, blah, blah. Clicking. Blah, blah, blah. On place. Mind test rotate in place. Hopefully this doesn't make everything go wonky. It very well could. It might also be a bad idea to put these all in here before I've fixed the collision boxes, but you know. You only live once, so I guess do stupid stuff. It's terrible advice. Wow, that's not even close to being right. I mean, that is up against the wall, but it's completely wrong. And I don't know how to get rid of... Oh, there we go. And let's check this one, because this is going to be wrong too. No, why? Why? Wow, that one took forever for it to Oh, never mind. Yeah, no. So... Oh, wait, but... What? Excuse me, what? No, that's not... Huh? I'm confused. What is going on here? Wrong one. Also the wrong one. Also... Ah! Where is the collision? There we go. Okay. Yeah. So I think I want this one. Or maybe I have to put a node behind it to place on. No, don't rotate it upwards. Like it lays flat here. Why would it? Why would you think? Oh, I see. No, I just no. No, this is not working right at all. Although it put the collision box the right way on that last one. Oh, man. Great. You try to make it so it makes sense, and it just makes things infinitely worse. I don't even know how to try to fix that now. Let me rotate and place. Okay, rotate and place attempts predict the desired orientation of the face or capable node on wall, on floor, hanging it from the ceiling. Okay, so that makes me think. I wonder. Let's go ahead and throw this onto... Oh, whoops, not on that. Onto a single node that's a tall node. Or an upright. Okay, so this is the first one that we made, which is no longer called first, but it should be this guy right here. Okay. So what if I... Okay, places as expected. Okay, it always places upright. Interesting. Okay. So let's try this one that's centered on the wall. Oh, you know, that one didn't have fastener on it, so that would probably explain why I didn't do anything different. Go figure. Okay, so this should be centered on wall. And let's see what you got. Yeah, no, that is terrible. What does this think it's doing? I mean, that's sure more or less how you would want it. But this isn't placed on the wall at all. Although you can get some interesting well, that's weird. Oh, because it's above it. Well, why didn't that do that on this side? Oh, because I went from top down. Yes, of course. But of course. Great. Just great. Well, maybe I just make you do it with a screwdriver, because this does not seem like it's very helpful. It just places everything all wrong, and I don't want that. So I should have really placed it here. Like that works. And if you want to place it up top, you just have to grab a, which I know is really annoying, but okay. Okay, there we go. Seem to have lost the selection. Oh, there we go. Would you just get into the where I want you to go? Come on. As if you've watched my channel any length of time, you know I have no idea how the screwdriver works. Which is pretty evident. This is not doing what I want at all. Like, just there we go. Wow, finally. See, so you can do that. It just takes 7 minutes worth of clicking to try to figure out what in the world you're doing. But you know, not bad at all. Worst thing ever. Okay, well, so I really should make it work to do the prediction. But I don't know what that means I need. Let's try rotating it this way. I don't know. And this is WE. There we go. We will cut that out of here. And we'll go to HWE. And we will... Oh, no. WE... Yes, let's try this. So I need the one that's WE, whatever that is. Oh, it's whatever one I just dug, which doesn't really help me because it doesn't add to inventory. It should be wall edge. Single timber, centered on wall. I think this is the one here. Okay, well that really doesn't make sense. Oh, that was placing onto the wall. No? I don't know. I mean, if I'm placing it onto the wall, I probably don't want it there. So I need to rotate this 90 degrees clockwise? Isn't that the opposite of what I literally just did? Yeah, that's where it just was, and that wasn't right. Maybe I just can't do this. I'll just try this. Okay. Okay, so that place is right. That place is sideways for some weird reason. That place is right, though. I'm so confused. So those all place as one would expect. And those don't place as one would expect at all. Which is really weird because I thought they did when I was in here. I'm just really confused. Nope, that doesn't... Well, how did this one get here then? Nope. What? No. No. This might just not work. It might just be beyond the brains of the engine. Wait, this isn't the right... No, it's supposed to be this. What happened? Well, that could explain some things. Okay, so that place is as expected. That place is as expected. Oh, that was... But that... No, okay. Someplace. And that'll place upright, which I don't want. And I probably can't... Yeah. But I suppose I can do just like this. Okay, so that place is where I would want it to. But then if I place it on a wall, it just... Why does it think I want it that way? I don't understand. It shouldn't be able to place that way. That's just going to confuse people. No, I don't want that. And that works. But the minute I place it on a wall, then no. Oh! Well, either I leave it with a half-baked implementation here, or I just leave people to their own devices to figure it out. I think leave people to their own devices to figure out is the way to go. I know it sounds harsh and cruel and ruthless, but I would rather have something that I have to do manual work for than something that only works half the time. Because only working half the time would be super frustrating. Whereas if you always have to do it, you can kind of expect it. So there we go. That place is right. That place is right. There should be one more somewhere. I don't know which ones I put out. They're all displaying correctly here though, so they should all be good. Let's do this. Yeah, okay. Perfect. Now, to try to fix the selection boxes. Hooray. Okay, WE. Wait, this is interesting. I have a CE1. That doesn't make any sense. How is that down there? Wait, what in the... What? Did I accidentally paste this code block in the wrong spot? Oh no. Oh no. I messed something up. Okay, well. Let me unindent that. Okay. So that exists already. So I think I just pasted a line that shouldn't have been pasted. And then it also got repeated down here somehow. I don't know. Don't know. Okay, so this was inside corner. So the width on this one should be, oops, should be negative 0.525. The height on this one should be negative 0.25. And that's still going to be wrong. Or it just won't even exist. Oh no, did I just mess up the wrong one? HWE1. I messed up the wrong one. Let's try that again. Okay, so this should be negative 0.5, and that should be positive 0.5. Negative 0.5 for the bottom. The top of it should be negative 0.25, so that'll be half of a, or a quarter of a node down from the center. And then, is this the back? If that's the back, that should be 0.5, and that should be negative 2.5. Try this again. Okay, so I have it backwards. Unfortunately, I don't know which two I need to change. I'm going to try this one. And if that's not right, obviously it's the other one. I didn't even make any change. What? How is that possible? How is that possible? I saved it. Sure did. Okay, well, so if that didn't change anything. Now I don't know which one I should try changing. Should this just be 0.5 and should this one be 0.25? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know, man. That was the right change. Stellar. Okay. CE. CE, where you at? Okay. So this is bottom and top. So the bottom of this is now going to be negative 1.25. The top of it is also going to be 1.25. And the sides of it are going to be 0.5 and 0.5 respectively. And that should be nice. 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 And then this should be the same thing, but dropped down. So the bottom at 0.5 and the top at negative 0.25. Or whatever. They both should be negatives. So that would be this one. So again, negative 0.5. This is the bottom of the node, so that should be at negative 0.5. Wait, one of these is front and back. I think that's this one. And then this one should be 0.5. And this one should be negative 0.25. I think. And this one should be 0.5. I don't know. It's too confusing. Oh. Well, close, but no cigar. I just rebuilt that one. Cool. Okay, well, let me collapse this down and collapse this down. So this is an inside corner. I can actually collapse that down too. And this is centered. So these two, theoretically, I made the same. No, I didn't. Well, that's very intriguing. If these two are so completely different, how do they both have the same selection box? That doesn't even make sense. Oh, wait. I'm looking at the wrong thing. We want... No, wait, that was the one. Wall edge, wall center. They have completely different... Oh, great. I don't know. We'll just guess 3, 5 and see what change that makes and go from there. I don't know. Oh, okay. Well, that's putting me closer. So put this to 125 and we'll make this one negative 125? Maybe? I don't know. Hey! They're right. Finally. Alright, so then you could do something like this. I don't know why you would want to do something like that, but you could. And you could do that. Yeah, you could make things. The wood doesn't match very well on the edges doing this at all, but it's not really meant to. Now, unfortunately, it does need to, I shouldn't say unfortunately, but it does need to kind of, tile to some degree here. And as you can probably tell, it doesn't. Also, I'm stuck. Super. You're gonna go bye-bye. Yeah. Oh, that's what I just put out. This one? Nope. This one? There we go. So none of these tile very well. And I'm stuck again. Now what am I stuck on? The snow? Oh. My head was hitting. Alright, super duper. Time to try to make some stuff tile. I'll just do Alt D to duplicate these. And that should make, yep. So now if I go to UV editing. Oh, I mean, you can't see anything there, so that's really not very helpful at all. I can go ahead and throw these into that. And these should all be joined, yep. So I can move where this is at. And maybe there's some point where they'd look decent, but probably not. Chances of just random dumb luck working for that are slim to none. So what the smart person would do is just pick a whole different area to do it, and then try to make some texture accordingly. Which is great. Just great, because I don't have any good texture to pull from to try to make a repeating texture too well. I see one spot, like right here. This one small chunk could maybe work. So we gonna try it. Just like that. And let's see, paste as a new layer. It's quite large. This is good though. Let's scale this down. 16 pixels. It's 42. Okay. Maybe like there? Well, it's close. These 2 pixels are so close. They almost match, but they don't. So maybe that's got a dark spot where there won't be a dark spot here. Ah, yes, the life of a texture artist. No, I am not a texture artist, obviously. That should be fairly evident. I mean, I could always try. Can I do a tile seamless on a selection? I wonder if that works. I don't even know what it's under. Is that under map? Tile seamless. You can. Interesting. Well, what if I want to tile seamless only in one direction? There doesn't seem to be an option for that, unfortunately. Also, this really doesn't help me any because this texture is bigger than what's actually going to be used. Yeah, you can still very obviously see there's a seam there. So what that means is I need to either scale or just crop it. I think I'll go with the crop. Current layer only. I must have this set up to use a specific thing. Now, I'm going to tile it again, so I'm going to lose detail. I should have, I'm going to do that. Let's undo the tile seamless. Then do the crop. Then do the tile seamless. I thought there was an option to do this in only one direction, but evidently not. Whatever, it is what it is. And you know what? It obviously is repeating, but it could be worse. It could be better as well. I mean, now what a lazy person would do would just be to duplicate this layer and then put it right below itself. And then call that good. And it would just use the same texture on all four sides. Well, I guess it would use the same texture wrapped over the two sides. Whatever. Because the texture is twice as wide as this is. Anyway, I mean, you could do that. I think it's okay. I wouldn't call it great, but I think it'll do. I should also probably shove the ends of these onto the ends someplace. And same here. Throw the ends onto the ends. All right, then I can come through and delete all of these out. Then I can re-export these. Yay! Again, there's probably some better way of doing this. Which one am I selected on? Let's not make the cube selectable. HCE. Export OBJ HCE. Okay. We want WC. And lastly, but not leastly, we want WE. And there we go. Now, we should have... Voila, what do you know? The textures, the match. It is quite good, no? I mean, it's alright. I wouldn't say it's amazing or anything. No such option in GIMP. Also search for it. Oh, okay. I know I've seen it someplace. Maybe it was in Krita. Or that's honestly the only other place it could have been. Or, no, what is Krita used for? Gmic? Or however they call that. I think Image Magic, I think is what it is. I think Krita uses that for their filter stuff. And that might be where I seen it. I'm pretty sure it exists someplace, but that's all right. I got what I need. Just knock all this stuff out of here. Okay, so we have those. And people are just going to have to manually fix it with a screwdriver when they want it running on the wall. It's unfortunate, but I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, that actually kind of makes this work now. Interesting. wasn't even particularly trying to make that work. I don't have the set time permission. What? Yeah, we need some light so we can see what's going on. Okay, so that is all of those then. So what's the next thing we need? I guess we've got these supports. Can we do a... This will be tricky. And actually this won't even work, come to think of it. Interesting. Why can't I? There we go. Yeah, so that... Oh wait, no, that should work. Because it is the node above it. Yeah, okay. So you can do a beam on top of it. And that does work out quite all right. Now, the issue, of course, is on a corner, you know, you can't make a corner because obviously that can't exist inside that same space. Now, I don't know if anybody would necessarily want to do that. Oh, I need to put it from this side. I mean, I could make a corner myself here. I'm just trying to think if that would be... I suppose, yeah, if you were going to do a an inside corner on a wall, you might want that ability. That could be useful. Of course, you couldn't put a post there because, you know, the post doesn't have a corner on it, and I don't want to do like 20 bajillion different combinations to make every single thing possible. So maybe I just shouldn't do it for this either. Just, you know, to keep things consistent? I don't know. Maybe I should just leave it at this for now. How long has this been going? 3 hours. 3 hours. Maybe that's, oh, YouTube's getting errors. Oh, pish posh. Maybe 3 hours is a good point to call it a day. What time does that make it? Yeah, that's maybe a good place to wrap up. Some kind of a rail would be nice, but I have to figure out how I would... Oh, well, this might actually work if I could figure out which one I want. An outside there. If I just made the rail stick out to the sides, it would fit between these. Oh, but the trouble is, what if you have 2 spaces between them? Well, then you'd need a rail that only sticks out to one side, not to both sides. So then you'd need one that's in the middle. It gets too confusing. Because, see, this is a middle post, so you need one that sticks out halfway, or whatever that is, because it's not actually halfway. It's a little less than halfway. 3/8. And then this one would need to stick out 5/8 or 6/8. 6/8, yeah. 3/4. Oh, it smells good. It smells like fair food. I wonder who around here's frying something up. I'd probably like, oh, that fair food was so good at our county fair. I'm gonna make some of my own. My dad always talked about doing that, and then we never did, because it was too dangerous to play with boiling oil. Which I agree. Boiling oil is not something to mess around with. That stuff's it'll burn you real good. There we go. Just hide that so nobody knows. Hide this. Hide that. Hide the sides of it. I can't hide the sides of it. All right, that I think is gonna have to wrap this one up. I want to do that staining, but that literally is just stealing code straight from Trader. So what is it? I just need I believe furniture. Yeah, so it's just literally this, and then I need a function for it, which there should be. Maybe it's just in here. Yeah, here we go. Die more and die less, because that made sense to me. Makes it darker or makes it lighter, I don't know why this was. Oh, because if you were using the breaking tool, then it shouldn't change the color. It should just break it. Yeah, that's why. Okay. So I could literally just make that depend on furniture, which I probably wouldn't, but I could. And I can just call these functions, or I can just copy the functions out of here and throw them into there. But yeah, that's all there is to that. This should be on Trader in the next few days or so. So you can use some wood to do stuff to make it not all sci-fi, because not everyone wants to build sci-fi maps. It'll also end up on Epic at some point. Although in Epic I have to do recipes to make all this stuff, whereas Trader's just everything's creative, so you don't need recipes. So, yay! Technically, it would also be compatible with My Test Game. You'll just have to write your own recipes for it. Yeah. I think that should wrap it up. I had to do a contest again, but nobody has emailed in for the contest the last several times, so what's the point? Although if you are interested in stickers and you do want to enter the contest, just send an email to mytest@nathansalpat.com and use the keyword timbers to get into the entry, and you have very good chances of winning because, as I said, nobody's entered the last several times. Standard disclaimers apply. I send these out in the mail to you, so yeah, you do have to send me your address if you win. Don't send me your address unless you win, and I will notify the winner by email 1 week from today. Chances of winning are directly inverse to the number of entries received. There's no limit on how many times you can win, so if you've won in the past and you want to win again, you're more than welcome to enter again. Blah, 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 all that boring legal stuff. If you win, you agree to have your name and likeness used in promotional material. Oh, wait, I don't do promotional materials, and you don't agree to any of that because there is none of that. Yeah, that's it. It was a wrap. Did I complete what I set out to do? What did I set out to do? Someplace. Can I actually see what my... No, it does not appear as if YouTube will actually let me see the thing, the video description, the stream description, although in this case, because it's a stream, but it said something about making a mod, and technically I made a mod. As soon as I made the first node, technically it was a mod, so I did succeed in what I set out to do. If you stuck around for all 3 hours and almost a quarter now, kudos, big props, thank you. If you didn't and you just watched bits and pieces, thank you as well. If you liked, if you disliked, whatever, I don't care. It doesn't make any difference. I made it big finally, well, as big as getting hired on to do freelance work is. But that was the point. Wow. Ugh. I think I might be having a brain aneurysm. That was the point behind the whole channel, was to, promote myself to eventually get paid to do stuff, and that's happened. So, yay! Yay for me. We're going to wrap it up here. Thanks for watching. Videos coming up throughout the coming weeks as normal per scheduled. There will be a new Let's Play starting up in the near future. We were actually going to record the first episode this morning, but I had to go into the office and work, and then scheduling just didn't work out for everybody involved, so hopefully we'll see that next week,